We've got a Black Friday sale for PlayStation. Who would have guessed?
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Now, while there are no buy one get one frees, which I don't know about you guys, but that would be pretty dope to see them do that in the future. They do have some pretty stellar deals on brand new titles and highly rated praised games. And stick around to the end because I got a list of 10 more honorable mentions that I think you guys are going to want to hear. All these deals are good until November 27th, so let the deals begin. Starting us off at number 10, we have The Witcher 3 for $11.99, or get the complete edition for $14.99, or that's included with Premium Plus. That comes with 2 DLCs. The Witcher 3 is a forever classic and an open-world RPG game that set the bar high for future open-world RPGs. With a fantastic story, meaningful side quests, and a massive world to explore, this one is great for a newcomer looking for a new adventure or a returning player who can experience the recent performance updates of the PS5. At number 9, we have The Last of Us Part 1 for $38.89. Another instant classic that begged for a graphical overhaul after Part 2 released. In a post-apocalyptic world where the fungus among us evolves to infect and grow inside of humans, venture through the dangerous and abandoned old world and cities on a hopeful quest for a cure. Another great one for newcomers or returning players who want to experience it again in all of its new visual glory. At number 8, we have How to Survive Storm Warning Edition for $4.99. Now this one's old, but one of my personal favorite zombie survival games. If you're a survival game enthusiast, this one will fit well into your collection. With constant crafting and survival management like hunger, thirst, and sleep, while the physical pace may not seem fast, it makes up for in constant survival management. Plus, with a fun little backstory and side quests mixed in, it makes for a fun top-down zombie survival experience. At number 7, we have Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, Game of the Year Edition, for $29.99. While not often on sale, and for a good reason, makes this one a solid snag. From the developers that brought us the Dark Souls series, a new adaptation is born, one with incredible world to explore, as well as some of the most engaging and challenging combat we've seen to date. If you haven't played a Souls-like game before, I highly recommend using this one as a start, but be prepared for a challenge and to die. But that's all part of the experience. At number 6, we have Marvel's Midnight Suns for $20.99. And if you want to save $3, you can grab the downgraded PS4 version for $17.99. Marvel's Midnight Suns is a tactical team-based RPG, where you create your own hero known as the Hunter to take down Lilith, who is causing chaos on the world. Add to your team with classic Marvel characters, create your own builds, and choose hero-specific skills and abilities that best suit your playstyle to take on thoughtful, engaging battles. At number 5, we have Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun for $14.95. This one's a ton of fun, and a tearful head nod to classic 90s shooters, but with a new age flair. Shred your way through the demons of chaos with heavy firepower and very pleasing visuals topped with a nostalgic cherry. A great game if you're looking for something more casual and less committing. There's nothing like a game where you can hop on quick and mow down a few enemies. At number 4, we have Deathloop for $11.99. Deathloop is a super fun, intense first-person shooter with a wild twist of a story and roguelike aspects. Stuck in a time loop, the day resets on death or every 24 hours. But you have the ability to retain information gained in previous runs, allowing for the main objective to be taken on, which is to make it to the one responsible for the time loop, and work your way up the goon ladder to get there. Knowing how fights will go down makes for some fun and creative tactical encounters. At number 3, we have Sifu for $15.99. This is one of those games I wish I had my YouTube when it released, because I could talk about this all day, but I'll spare you my intense appreciation for this game. A couple things come to mind when recommending this game. 1, Sifu is not for casual gamers. This shit is super tough and has a high skill cap. But that leads me to my next point, in that this feels wicked rewarding when you start whooping ass, because you know how hard you've been trying to perfect your skills. And the last point is that if you love any kind of hand-to-hand combat or martial arts, you're really going to appreciate this game. At number 2, we have Lies of P for $47.99. A fairly new release Souls-like game with a ton of character and new elements to spice up the ever-popular genre. I'm a huge Souls fan, and I've tried a ton of different Souls-like games, but this one is definitely the closest contender to the OG From Software games. With a fresh world and story inspired by the classic tale of Pinocchio, but with a much darker twist. Fight your way to the source of the corrupted puppets that went haywire, killing the people they used to serve. With a large arsenal of unique weapons to collect and tough boss battles to take on, this one will keep you engaged from start to finish. And finally, at number 1, we have Final Fantasy XVI for $41.99. A great new story worthy of the Final Fantasy family, and with new combat to boot. Steering away from the traditional team-based tactical combat and moving into a more ARPG realm, this one sets the tone for Final Fantasy games to come. And if you guys want to hear a little bit more about Final Fantasy 16, check out my review. I'll put a link in the description. Alright, now it's time for those 10 honorable mentions.
3, 2, 1.
Up first, we have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot for $14.99, Minecraft Legends for $19.99, the Quarry PS5 version for $17.49, A Plague Tale Requiem for $29.99, The Outer World for $19.79, Jack and Daxter Bundle for $19.99, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection for $19.99, Bioshock Collection for $9.99, Lords of the Fallen for $49, and Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse for $4.99. Let me know which games you guys pick up during the Black Friday sale. And if they weren't on this list, pop them in the comments and spread that gaming wealth. As always, happy gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.